on Madden Football.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, Adams. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Nifty move. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 64 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw. Adams firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. Operating from the gun, Adams. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing noise and maximizing opportunities.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
2nd and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now back to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to to the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Adams throwing on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now Adams to throw on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 85 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now Adams on 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
That is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Adams. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Adams. Over the middle, complete. That's Harmon. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Adams. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, yes.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Detroit! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Adams. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, right back to Gibson. Pat Surtain up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Adams. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Adams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Adams. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a carry heading left. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Come on now.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it stays up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Adams on first down. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Adams now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes us, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Arizona in town to take on Minnesota. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cardinals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. in that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Adams to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Adams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw on 2nd down, Adams. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A handoff for Gibson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes, right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So out come the Bucs now. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Gibson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So on third down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch him with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
First downs have not come easy, and neither runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Adams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now Adams to throw. Looking to throw on second down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Adams letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 2. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Detroit.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 15. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying fourth-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and back itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth-quarter driver's seat, still up 3.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw. Adams. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
From the gun, Adams. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis.
And it's the Vikings that have taken the lead there in the late stages. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Now a hit and a loose football.
for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now Adams throwing on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Staying on his feet. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Adams to throw on 2nd down. being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Adams. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. And there's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.